Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on BetCrowd. Another very beautiful Friday morning, and once again, we are back with our predictions as usual. We always look at football games that are going on across the globe, and we select a few of these very games that are going on and look into them. Using the previous result that they had in previous times, in recent times, we always get to make verdict on these matches based on those data that we have on ground. But that's what we do on a daily basis. And yesterday we had a very good outing. So 3 games out of 4 that saw success, and yet hopefully today we are going to have 100% all our games are coming out correctly. That's what we want today. And before we head on, I want to urge you to remember to join our VIP special group, our membership channel, where we have games that we believe that have the more likelihood of coming out correctly. Do endeavor to join. You can always find the link to that very group in the description of this very video, and as well as anyway, see, join around this very video or subscribe. You can always take it to VIP special membership group for a token, for a very little token. Okay, all right, that being said, without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we have our first match for today, a game in Ireland, first division, a second division in Ireland, rather, where we have Cobh Ramblers who will be coming up against Longford, and we start looking at that recent start for each of these matches. You could see that in the last 6 games for Cobh Ramblers, so they have had 3 victories and a draw, but they've also lost 2 games. And we side Longford have won the same 3 games, a draw as well as 2 losses in the last recent 6 matches. All right. Looking at how the 2 teams have performed from home and away basis. All right, it's also a factor. You could see that Cobh Ramblers, the home side, have actually been able to achieve 8 victories in the last 10 home matches that they have so far. They've lost 2 games, and Longford, on the other hand, have won only 2 matches from away. They've actually had 4 draws, but they've also had 4 losses in the last 10 away matches that they had. That tell you that Cobh Ramblers does very well from home, while the away side do not do so very well. On head-to-head basis, the last time they met, it was a 1-1 draw, but on that occasion, it was Cobh Ramblers who played from away, and that was actually in June of this very year, and it was a 1-1 draw. So the last time Cobh Ramblers played from home was actually in March of this very year, and we saw Cobh Ramblers beating this very side from home by 5 goals to 0, and that's essentially the reason why we are going with the home side Cobh Ramblers to do very well here and achieve a good result. So we expect a home side winning out traveling in this one encounter. Home win, that's a verdict, okay? And to the next step for today, it is in Ireland, the Premier Division, the main division in Ireland, where we have the Bohemians who will be coming up against Drogheda United. All right, looking at the stats, once again, you can see that the Bohemians in the last 6 matches have been able to achieve 3 victories and 3 draws. They've not lost a single match in the last 6 games. And the West side, Drogheda, have been had 3 victories and a draw. Also, they've lost 2 games out of the last 6 matches that they had so far. All right, when you look at how the 2 teams fared from home and away basis, you see that Bohemians, the home side, have actually won 8 matches in the last 10 home games. They've been doing very well from home. They've actually had a draw as well as 1 loss in the last 10 home games that they have so far. And the last home game that we saw them play was against Galway. We saw them beating Galway by 3 goals to 0 on that very occasions. And for Drogheda, their away side, it is just 1 victory and lots of draws, 1 victories and 6 draws in the last 10 away matches that they had, and they've also lost 3 games. And the last away game they had, so they're losing to Derry City by 3 goals to 0. And on head-to-head basis, the last time both teams met, it was Drogheda who actually won, even though they played from home on that very occasion. They won by 1 goal to 0 against Bohemians, and prior to that, we also saw them beating Bohemians again from away. That was a match of this very year, and the last, but in this very one, judging by the recent form of this very home side, we are not expecting a loss for them. We are expecting the home side to do well, either to win or draw here, Bohemians to win or draw, and under 4.5. That's everybody for that very one, all right? And we head to the next for today. It is all the way to Scandinavia and Denmark, where we have Denmark Superliga, rather, where we have Fredericia, coming up against FC Copenhagen. All right, and we know that Fredericia in the last 6 matches have been able to achieve 4 victories out of those 6 games, and they've also lost 1 game and had a draw as well in the last 6 matches. And we side Copenhagen have won 5 matches and a draw in the last 6 games. They've not lost a single match out of the last 6 games that they had so far. this is a side that in good form at the moment. And when you look at how the two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you could see that the home side at Fredericia have actually done very well from home, winning 5 matches and drawing 2 in the last 10 home games. They've also had 3 losses as well, and Copenhagen, on the other hand, have won 7 matches in the last 10 away games that they have so far. They've lost 2 games, and they've also had 1 draw in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. And the last away game, we saw them beating Drogheda. That was a continental game. They won by 1-0 on that very occasion. But Fredericia, the last home game they had was against Neuerland, and we saw them losing out to Neuerland by 3-2 on that very occasion. Okay, and the last time both teams met was actually last month, and it was a 1-1 draw on a club friendly. On that very occasion they played at a 1-1 draw. But here we are going with the away side, to do very well in this one, having seen them, doing so very well, winning 70% of the away matches and losing just 2, which actually happened against Midtland Viborg. But we are going with the away side, Copenhagen, to win outrightly in this very one. So it is the away side to win. That's our verdict. Okay, we head to the next for today. It is a game in German Bundesliga 2, second division in Germany. Starting today, where we have Schalke 04 coming up against Hertha Berlin. All right, and we know that Schalke 04 in the last 6 recent games have been able to achieve 3 victories and a draw out of the last 6 games. They've also lost 2 matches out of those. And our side, on the other hand, Hertha Berlin have won 4 games, a draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches that they had so far. All right, and when you look at how the two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you could as well see that Schalke 04 is a side who had achieved the 5 victories in the last 10 home games. They've also had a draw as well as 4 losses. And away side, Hertha Berlin, on the other hand, have won 6 games in the last 10 away matches that they had so far. They've also had 4 losses out of those away games that they had so far. Not a single draw. But we could also see that the last away game that they had, saw them winning against the Dynamo by 6-0. We also saw them beating the other side, another side, by 3-0. Showing you that they score a lot of goals, and most of the matches they've had in recent times have actually seen over 2.5, 7 times out of 10 produce over 2.5. And Schalke 04 also have been in a very similar situation, also having recorded that 6 games out of the last 10 home matches producing over 2.5. So they've been scoring as well as conceding. And on head-to-head basis, it was a Schalke 04 who won the last meeting by 2-1 from away. But as a matter of fact, the last 8 meetings between the two sides, consistently produce over 2.5. And definitely we're going with over 2.5 in this one. A minimum of 3 goals to occur in this very encounter. Over 2.5, that's a value for that very game. All right, and that concludes it for us today on BetCraft. I wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes green once again. Also remember to play responsibly, as it's a football match. Sometimes it might not be exactly what it presents. Sometimes other factors might creep in and thereby, changing the result. But also remember the reminders of this very game will be on our VIP special group. Do endeavor to join. A link in the description will give you access to VIP special group. Do endeavor to join. Until tomorrow, keep winning.